All right. What's good, y'all? We got a lot to catch up on. Y'all see the title. Caffeine shuts down. Meek Mill versus Mike Knox. If y'all caught up on that, if y'all seen some of that going around the internet, Yungeen Ace drops a new diss track towards Julio Foolio. We know that Julio just passed. He was murdered in Tampa, Florida. The on-running beef behind, that whole war in Florida, Yungeen Ace and Foolio. Man, so Youngin drops another crazy video and diss track. We're gonna get into that. And we're gonna talk about this Bronny James signing to the Lakers. I have an interesting perspective on that. I want to talk about the business. I want to talk about the basketball, and I also want to talk about silver spoons. All right, we're gonna get to it.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of and shout out to the members. What's good, y'all? What's going on? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. We haven't streamed in about like 3 or 4 days, right? So you know me, I can get some shorter streams in, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes here and there, whatever the case may be. This is going to be a longer one because since we didn't stream in about 3 or 4 days, we're going to catch up on a bunch of hot topics that's going around all in one stream. I will get to the super chat. Shout out to the members as well. Shout out to the mods in the building. I will get there ASAP or possibly during the course of this live. We're going to have some fun. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody weekend going? Y'all straight? Y'all good? Everybody healthy? Health is wealth and all that. Being productive, staying out the way as much as possible. Yeah, me too, kind of. I think I had like at least 2 streams where I talked about the little war zone in my house, getting some remodeling done in my bathroom. We just about done with that, man. That shit got me all displaced and it's dirty as shit in my fucking room and bedroom from all the dust and all the. It's going down something crazy, but now that I'm seeing some of the conclusion of it, man, it's beautiful, man, and that's just a great thing to put your time and your money into, man. For me, family, vacations, home improvement, investments. Those are like some of the work, of course. Those are like really the top things that I apply my energy to these days. Really, that's pretty much the gist of my life right there. Now, of course, that eats up 24 hours on a clock like this. But that's really, I don't do too much outside of that. Of course, a little random stuff here and there, try to have my little fun, work, play, repeat, and all that type of philosophy at times. But I don't do too much outside of that. So home improvement, I got a lot of projects that I showed my contractor that I got to get done. Really, really focusing on continuing to add value to any property that I'm associated with, whether I stay in it or not. And that's just something fun to get into. It's nice to get into. You take pride in your home. I remember I was having that conversation with Matt. Shout out to my nigga Hoffa. I was having that conversation with Math one time. Everybody that knows that he's running his highly successful My Expert Opinion podcast. We was talking about real estate. We was talking about home purchasing. We was talking about success. And I told him, I said, man, one thing that I really, really feel like is a good decision for me as far as quality of life, invest in your home being a place that you could stay forever. And when I say that, of course, we all go outside, you run errands, you do this, you do that. Even though the world is so digital these days, you can get your fucking groceries delivered to your front porch, right? You get your food delivered to you on Grubhub or, what I'm saying, Uber Eats or whatever. You probably don't need to leave the house technically, but yeah, we all, we got a lot of business outside, whether work, whether family, whether errands, whether having fun, stepping out, whatever. We're all outside, obviously. But if when you get home, that could be your ultimate comfort. If no place could comfort you more than a place that you rest your head, why not invest in it? Why not invest in it, man? I done been on vacations, beautiful vacations where sometimes I just couldn't wait to get back home. I'm just like, man, like, this is so much easier for me or so much better for me or so much comfortable for me at home. Invest your time and money, into building your sanity at home and your comfort at home. Just a little piece of advice, man. Just sharing things that have always been taken for granted by so many people. And I feel like just reminders like that, it ups the quality of life. But yeah, I think the first topic I got up here is caffeine shutting down. So before I get to anything in the topic, I might as well talk about a little bit of battle rap to kick things off. Right, this is the Rare Beat Entertainment channel, still, of course. So July 20th, y'all. It's going down. Rare Breed Entertainment versus Battle Academy. I'm pretty sure if you follow battle rap, you're seeing a lot of talk. You're seeing a lot of buzz. You're seeing controversy. You're seeing interviews. You're seeing Twitter back and forth. Me and Stiz did a face all types of stuff going on right now, and I love it. Who would have thought that one of the biggest promo runs or pieces of energy would come from two platforms coming together and clashing what most people may consider up and coming talent? Who would have thought, right? When I get on Twitter, when I get online, when I look at some of these bloggers and some of these interviews and whatnot that's dropping, and the pace and what's in on everybody's front of their minds as far as what they're talking about, the Bricks versus Battle Academy is that right now, and that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to Lawrence, shout out to Wing, shout out to Stiz, shout out to all the battle rappers involved. July 20th is going down. Make sure y'all go to rarebreedent.com, get your live pay-per-view, which will include your VOD, get your ticket to be in a building and all that. All right. And the card is still being rolled out. There's more announcements to come. I just saw a surprise announcement get dropped, something that's not part of the necessarily mutual hostility of RBE versus Battle Academy, which is dope. Shout out to Young Riddick versus Jay Moore. That was just added to the card. So there's some dope stuff going on. Shout out to that, man. So go get your tickets and your VOD and your pay-per-view for that. Also, I said this on Twitter. I'll say it again. The next Full Circle is locked in. It's right around the corner. It's sooner than a lot of people think, but we don't promote the date because they're not events, they're private shoots. Okay. We will, or I will, probably like a day or two before it goes down, I probably will throw up an Eventbrite with free giveaway tickets, probably like maybe 20, 30 people, just to be free in the building, just to watch the experience of the Full Circle battles that go down, get some RBE experience, see some high level battle rappers put on live in the flesh, watch Avocado and Ruin Your Day production do the crazy shit that they do, watch the behind the scenes and all that. So it's an experience to be able to, attend the Blue Room. So I think I'm gonna throw out like 20 or 30 tickets again. So keep an eye out for that. But there's some dope matchups that's locked in on that. There's even one more that I'm entertaining. I'm not going to say how many yet. The flies is on the way. Keep your eyes on my Instagram, on my Twitter. Flies is about to drop. So we do got flies on the way. So you guys are going to see the matchups. And there's another one that I might even add just off the strength, just having fun, just because it's somebody that's inquiring about Full Circle heavily, has been on my heels, and I respect it. Yo, what's up, man? Put me on that. And the opponent, the possible opponent, is somebody I've been rocking with forever. It's one of my guys. And anytime he wants to get some rounds off on RBE, it's a high potential that it might happen. So a lot going on with that. What else is going on in battle rap? Go to the channel. We dropped Charlie Clips' third round towards Jag. Prior to that, we dropped just the audio of Jag's 3 rounds on the channel. So shout out to Jag. He was snapping. Charlie Clips turns around. He sends over his 3rd round complete visual. It felt like a social distance type of joint because it was edited up with graphics and green screen. And, he's smoking in there talking about the Jag pack and all this shit. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Charlie Clips' 3rd round, very entertaining video that we threw up there for y'all. Didn't have to do that. Clips didn't have to do that. RBE didn't have to do that. But hey, Clips, here's a bag, throw the round or whatever. Let's put some content up for the fans to enjoy since the battle didn't happen. I think that's dope for everybody, man. Just being cool and having fun. That's all. Don't have to do it, but we do it for y'all. What else is going on? Yo, Trenches. Shout out to the Trenches. The card is not public yet. Heard most of the matchups, and boy, oh boy, do they got a card. They got a card. Shout out to Easy and the Trenches, and of course, the the partnership or the co-movement and energy shared with Chrome 23. So shout out to Chrome 23 and Rem. Who knows if there's going to be a 2-day event or not alongside that? Doesn't matter. The Trenches card, from what I'm hearing, the matches that I heard so far, is stellar. It is not a solid card. It is a dope card. I think matchup wise of what I know so far, including some of the matchups that are like, oh wow, that never happened, and that was talked about. Like Trenches got one of those on there. It's got another one that is just like a super, super perfect matchup, classic battle involving two of the best in the game. Man, I'm not even going to try to put even any more hints out, because when these matchups roll out, all they got to do is roll it out the right way. Stay in front of the fans. Let's watch the storylines develop. Like I said, I'm a large proponent of people not saying the word promotion, but rather, doing a thing out in the public and letting the fans and letting us all decipher how you really feel later on. You know what I'm saying? Let us figure it all out. So as I watch the rollout, as I watch the energy of this card, it's going to be dope. And then if they get to that stage and deliver, this could be one of the cards of the year just based on the matchups. I haven't heard too many people jumping out there and giving it that type of praise yet. I want to be one of the first to say the Trenches card has potential to be one of the best cards of the year. Okay. So as it rolls out, I'm not going to, no spoilers over here when it comes to my fellow battle rap mates and peers, what they got in private. Now, we don't do that over here. No spoilers. But as they begin to roll that out, I will be here on the channel to discuss some of that stuff. I will be here to support. So once again, shout out to the Trenches. Last but not least, I will say, before getting into the caffeine topic, I want to give a big salute and shout out to my homie Vada Fly. Vada Fly pulled up on me yesterday. He put the bat signal in the air. He said, yo, I'm in the area, man. We need to link up. I got you. There's a couple people that they hit me up. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And Vada, man, he's always been supportive of me. He's always been supportive of RBE. You see him supporting the bricks and pulled up to the brick events. And that's when I see that type of genuine energy, I'm going to return that, because that's one of the homies. You know what I'm saying? So we linked up and did like a 90-minute sit down and interview. I assume he'll probably start dropping that maybe next week for y'all or whatever. I don't know if it's going to drop in one piece. I don't know if it's going to drop in pieces. That's on him. It's his content. He owns it. You know what I'm saying? I was just there to play my part. But great interview. He asked me some great questions, some great topics. We have good energy on camera as far as being able to go back and forth with the topics. So I think it's dope. And I also want to give a salute to Vada, because even though he wasn't pulling up and shooting for some controversial, let me ask you about this, let me ask you about that, or what about this company, or what about this battle rapper? Because y'all know I could address that shit all day long on my own channel, whenever the fuck I feel like it. Now, of course, I threw him some controversy because I'm still me. I'm going to say how I feel whenever I feel like it. But I'm also, reserved at times. But they got to know me. I really don't hit the green light and press go on people unless I'm coming from defense 99.9% of the time, unless you did something to me and I'm still speaking on it because it's not a dead situation, because there's other stuff still active. So anybody that ever says, oh, there goes ARP again, it's because shit is still going on. I'm a very defensive person. When it comes to fucking with people, I'm not an offensive. I don't just pick fights with people. I don't just bully people. I don't just wake up one day and say, I feel like fucking with somebody. No, it'll be some type of response, some type of payback, some type of whatever, some type of setting the record straight, some type of, oh, it's still going on, whether y'all know it or not. And I'm still speaking on it. It'd be that 100%. You can't prove anything different. Go do your homework. YouTube is right there for anybody. Okay. So yeah, I want to give a salute to Vada for not, trying to just like, yo, this is what's going to be the highest click shit. And that just shows his genuine nature towards, yo, let me link up with the homie ARP and just talk about shit about, his impact, retirement, and this going on, and the RBE partners, and how's this situated, and what's up with Lawrence and Wayne, and all that type of stuff. So it's dope, man. We definitely cleared a lot of things up. So look out for that. Okay. Let's get into the first topic in the title. All right, let me bring this up. It's probably going to be real small on y'all side, maybe to read, but I'm going to read it for y'all. The Caffeine shutdown at this point is uh public news. Everybody knows about it in battle rap. People are talking about it already. Uh some of y'all do, some of y'all don't care about my take on it, my opinion on it. So I'm gonna start with this. Let's read it. This is what appears to be a public statement that was put out from Caffeine TV. It says, all good things come to an end. We're at the point where we are still not quite profitable. So we've made the decision to end the service as of as of June 26th. It's now June 29th, which means that, okay, they've already shut down then. Service as of June 26th as we figure out our next steps. It has been a wild ride with quite a few achievements along the way. We built a world-class streaming platform that has grown to 61 million monthly users and 4 million per day. Is that a real number? Let me stop. Let me just keep going. I'll get to points later. Aggregated 200 sports partners across 17 categories in sports. Explored virtual gifting, subscriptions, pay-per-view, and advertising business models, and every shade of gray in between. Built a world-class team, world-class board, and world-class set of investors. Created a unique and disruptive angle for live streaming sports. We've had a huge impact on the industry and will again soon in a different way. Many, many thanks to all involved. We'll remember this for life. Now, I want to definitely, let's be real. I mean, whatever they were doing was big enough for them to get the allocation of money that they were granted, right? Wasn't it some Forbes type money, multi-million dollar grant or pool of money that they were given to embark on this venture? And they pulled in different areas of entertainment during this movement. You know, they even had, whether it's a partnership, whether it's percentage ownership, whether it was just backing and promotion. I don't know the details of Drake, but yeah, Drake. Obviously battle rap was their cornerstone, right? Battle rap content was the pinnacle of what it seems to be the traffic of what they were driving to Caffeine. Now, there was a time when I was looking at Caffeine, I'd probably say within like the last 6 months, where for me, from the outside looking in, my opinion was, it looks like they're converting more to basketball. Now, I'm one of those guys that watches the underground basketball movement, you know, all the 1v1 shit. So you got, you know, basketball players like Moon and who else? Who else do I like? What's dude with the flat top that I'm always watching? He's always got these crazy moves going on and whatnot. What the fuck is his name? Watch all of his shit. I follow him on the gram too. Where is his shit? Where is his shit? Where is his shit? Where is his shit? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got y'all. I got y'all. Where is his shit? Damn, I can't find him. I know I follow him. Hezzy the God. That's who. Hezzy the God. I follow Hezzy. Hezzy's one of those guys that I watch a lot. There's just a lot of these one-on-one guys that anytime they got uploads, you know, like I check them out. I check them out. And these 1v1 games be intense as shit. And there's like a lot of money coming into play now and bets, and a lot of channels are spawning off of it. And I saw Caffeine going in that direction. And because that movement is growing so big and people are turning it into careers, I thought that that was going to be their pivot and, you know, be something that they started to focus on more. Of course, we know about some of the independent channels. We saw some of that even in the battle rap side. People that had channels that I remember, you had your Goods, you had your Bill Collect, you had your Mike P, you had your Jazz and Geechee. I think Surf and Jazz had something at a time. Tay Rock, so forth and so on. People that had like these individual channels to continue to try to drive traffic and viewership to Caffeine, right? But when we talk about battle rap, okay, the first strike that I'm gonna say, right, because I think I've probably been coming off positive so far, right? Let's jump to the sorriest true side of things. I'm gonna kick it off by not just my opinion, by reading this tweet from KG the Poet. And shout out to KG the Poet, man. He's always been a solid guy. Probably been forever. I don't remember the last time I spoke to him or anything like that, but always been a solid guy. Always had respect for KG the Poet. But let me read his tweet. He says, fun fact, Caffeine was never profitable and never had a chance to be. They had a mission, completed it. Now all the people there will get new jobs elsewhere. I'm just grateful URL and the artists were able to benefit during their project. Project, keyword project. And he put that in double quotes, project, as if when you say that and you put in double quotes, that's almost like a trial. Okay. Now go download the URL app. Okay. So now he's going back to, what is a mainstay for URL. Now, the reason why I really want to bring KG's tweet up, there's a million people tweeting about this, is because, to my knowledge, KG the Poet works within URL. Okay. I don't know the nature of KG the Poet's business, right? But from somebody that follows battle rap, somebody that's in battle rap, somebody that's in tune with battle rap, I don't think it's very, very far-fetched at all to draw that conclusion. There's even rappers that have put his name in bars about, like, when I get my check from KG the Poet or whatever. Danny Myers, for example, right? He's rapped about, getting paid from KG the Poet in battles that are on the URL platform, okay? And have been on URL pay-per-views, live pay-per-views. And so for the outside looking in, it appears that KG the Poet has some type of business venture within, like, the Traffic series. So I'm just guessing, like, if it's like the Traffic card, KG the Poet might be putting it together. He might be doing the matchups. He might be putting some of his own money in. Maybe he gets the door. Maybe he has some other type of business deal where it's profitable. It makes sense to him. URL gets the content. Everybody knows URL, especially in the era of the app, very, very content crazy. They'll buy other people's content. They'll try to get involved with other companies, other leagues. Content, because they're trying to maintain that subscription. But point being, for somebody that conducts business inside URL to tweet that Caffeine was never, keyword never, profitable, I have to believe that. This is somebody from within URL. He's also calling it a project, and he's putting it in double quotes. And then Caffeine's public statement says, we're at a point where we are still not quite profitable. That in English says that you never were. Is that a bad thing? No, right? And I'm being so real about this. I'm being straight up, because how many businesses take X amount of time, years, to get to the point where they turn profit? Right? It takes a while. I said, even for RBE, we didn't turn the corner to where we were, like, consistently profitable until damn near, like, year 3, year 4. Now, said that, if you're on the battle rap side, and URL knows this too, same way I know it, the nature of battle rap, it doesn't matter the entity, it doesn't matter the amount of money. It takes time to build. You have to be brick by brick. It doesn't matter if Total Slaughter is coming in. It doesn't matter if it's Alki David coming. It doesn't matter if it's dude that did that West Coast, or whatever was it, Ted Grizzle, whatever Ted Grizzle, whatever his name is. He was paying all this money just to fly battle rappers in to host, and overpaying and all this type of stuff. Vlad came in and did something. All these different people have came into battle rap. And the URLs of the world know this. The ARPs and the King of the Dots and all these people that's been around longer, like, staying power. We niggas be from the outside looking in, like, good luck. Because it leads me now to the reality of what KG the Poet just said and what Caffeine just said. You guys love to accept smoking mirrors. There's nothing wrong with accepting that this is just a league or a platform or a company or a league owner that's trying to put on. But at the same token, when these motherfuckers be on camera and acting like their cards are so successful, their league is so successful, they're making so much money, their moves are so out of. I watched the Untold Truth with Norbs on Chris Unbiased's channel. We say Summer Madness 2 is the biggest and the best battle rap event of all time. Norbs is in that. That's like a documentary. Norbs is in that video saying, yeah, you see all the bright lights and all that. But when the event was over, it was rabbit ears in the pockets. And I've been there before too. Had some shit that was supposed to make me $1 million. And instead I'm in the red. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a guy that if I was able to find every time on a channel, I just said smoking mirrors, it would be a collide. Like it would just be like smoking mirrors. Well, I've been saying it for 10 fucking years. And y'all believe when people act heavy. Y'all believe when people say that they that and they this. The leagues and the battle rappers. They're not. They're not. And neither is Caffeine, who is billions of dollars invested, could not survive the length of just a typical battle rap entity run, right? So when Caffeine first got announced, and I, of all people, I'm probably the second person that paid the most attention to Caffeine's launch. The people that probably paid the most attention to it is the people that are in business with URL. I was probably second. And the reason why I was probably second to pay the most attention is because I was the most affected. The reason why I was the most affected is, if you remember your history, they launched with an event that had, at the time, the two new generation kings going at each other. Geechee Gotti versus New Jersey Twerk. Billboards up and all this type of shit. Caffeine. Drake comes out and tweets it. The whole world goes crazy. What the Drake? Right? And they put it on the same fucking day as my card. What was the name of the card that I did? Fuck. It was the card that had the main event of Ill Will versus 40 Cal. The Get Back, I believe. I think that was it, right? And same day of the event, same city in Atlanta, Caffeine, Drake, Geechee versus Twerk, URL, all of this. And I'm just sitting there like, and I watched the whole culture also run to the app because it's like, yo, create a login. And I even watched blog, and I called niggas out in a blog years ago. I even watched bloggers run over there. I was like, I'm not hating y'all. I'm just being logical. Y'all are running over to the app and creating accounts to stream over there for free because it seems like the today hot thing. And you guys are leaving behind your monetized YouTube channels when YouTube is light years ahead of any viewership or streaming or video-based app. That's not hate. That's 100% fact, right? And just that fast, all the bloggers went right back to their own YouTube channels, right? So I was just like, think people be all right. But you watch stuff happen. You watch the boom. You watch the explosion. And even the event, you know, we held on. I'll never forget, man. Shout out to my nigga 40 Cal, man. It's like such an epic memory for me that me and him still to this day joke about because it just shows who I am. But even 40 Cal, right, who was returning. This is somebody from the Dips, you know, Fight Club era, returning to battle rap for his first show. And everybody knows when it's your first showing, it's up. People want to see what's going to happen. No different than how everybody wanted to see the J Mills return versus K Shine. It was a big announcement, right? I got the stream numbers to prove it. It was a big thing. You know what I mean? And 40's having that first return. Same thing with King Los. That first return. So everybody's like, oh, let's see what's going to happen. 40 calls me one day and he's like, yo, man, I know the type of guy you are and everything. I get it, but you think we should just move our date? And I swear to God, it wasn't an ego trip. It wasn't an ego trip. I was just like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been dealing with certain issues and certain moves for years. Nothing new. I come up in a time. I went to Port Richmond High School. You pull it up right now, it's like a 2 out of 10. It's like a shitty rate. Like that's why I went for school. You know what I'm saying? And come up in a time where it's just like you learn that just from being in the world. Like the moment the bully could take your lunch milk off your tray or some shit without any repercussions, your shit is gone every day. And that was my stance. Like now's our time to show who we are. Win, lose. Nobody shows up to this event. Nobody gets on our stream because it's Drake and this and all this shit going on billboards in the same city and all that. it is what it is. But they got to see that you are not URL. They got to see that URL could be this major force with this major backing and the biggest rap in the world. But RBE says, no matter what, we standing right here, right? And we're going to deliver everybody that has a contract to rap. And we did. We ended up having a better event. That event produced also Adi Boom versus Big K. There's all type of shit that was going down, like the twerk and the Geechee battle. I think there was choking in the main event, bad main event. There was the incident backstage. It was a foul day for them. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up launch, bad stream. This was a bad launch for them. Meanwhile, around the corner, we had memorable moments and shit. So nobody knows or remembers or felt that launch more than me. And I knew, like, the same way, once again, any other battle rap company that's been here long enough knows, like, we'll see how long. Because the smoking mirrors element of battle rap is so apparent if you know the behind the scenes. If you know the behind the scenes, okay? And motherfuckers will take a loss and get on camera and smile in y'all face. And that's what niggas are supposed to do. You got to uphold your brand, uphold your fan bases watching you. They're waiting to see you sweat. You got to tell them, like, yeah, it was great last night. And yo, we looking forward to the next one. Meanwhile, you're like, fuck, that fucking stream didn't add up. I'm fucking 10,000 now. When you hear league owners complain and say, like, yo, you didn't do this or that, or they trying to renegotiate backwards and everything, I say a million times, man, if I work with somebody and the stream makes $1 million and then they come to me and they ask me for more money the next event, I'm going to give them the more money. And then the event I do after that, if it makes me 1.5, I'm just going to keep moving, and y'all are going to move along with, y'all price is going to move up too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's being collected. Everything grows. The clientele, the battle rappers, the media, the bloggers, the league, everything grows when the money grows. It's so clear to see in any business. But when shit is just like, it's lit, and then, you know, all of a sudden you just feel like, yo, like, why is this person chopping? Why is this person on camera talking about money or the bootlegs or the budget or this? It's because your events aren't, people don't say that when the events are actually hitting. They're not saying that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the smoke and mirrors element of battle rap, because we're such a small industry and we don't turn over a lot of money. We're 15 years in, and some of the most prominent figures in battle rap will still get on camera and complain about support or you know, getting the type of viewership that can sustain companies, or, you know, people wanting more money than is actually coming back. We're 15 years in. We're not babies at this point, the battle rap industry, right? And this is what the prominent figures in the game are still saying today. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good for the battle rappers. That doesn't look good for the leagues. That doesn't look good for the bloggers. To me, it doesn't look for us as a collective. And Caffeine, if you do your homework enough, or if you continue to watch your numbers, you see what you end up a couple years later tweeting or posting publicly, which is, we're still not profitable after all this time. We're still not. Now, let me say this. I see at times people say, of course it don't make no sense for Caffeine to be profitable because they weren't selling any pay-per-views. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this shit off. It's getting hot. Get hot. My bad. It was cold as shit down here. So I said, let me warm up. Now I'm too hot. But all right. I see a lot of people say, no, of course, Caffeine's the stupidest people in the world because they allocated all this money, and this battle rapper we heard brag about this, and we're hearing people, the market values going up, and people's getting these multi deals and all these competitive based bookings and buying loyalty and all this. You're hearing about all of this. Not only hearing about it, you're also seeing it. You're also seeing it, right? And you know, monumental situations as well. You'd be like, yo, what's going on with Cass and Free? All of this type of, you just see a lot that allows anybody with common sense the ability to draw a valid conclusion of what's going on. And Caffeine or Factz or all these people involved, they're not that stupid where they tried this for years. They gave away all that money and they never had a formula to get a dime back. No. When people say, damn, we don't see any ads, And shit, we're not paying for pay-per-views up until the end. How are they making their money? I'm gonna tell you what a guess is by me. Okay. I don't know Caffeine's business. I don't know their business model, but I'm gonna tell you a guess. Okay. So I was approached, and shout out to my man Ant. He got hit up because he was running the Rare Breed ENT Instagram. He got a DM. I won't say the company's name. I might have said this story before, but he got hit up on Instagram DM by a streaming company, and they want to set up a meeting for Rare Breed Entertainment. Right. So he set it up. Then he hits me up. Yo, hey, boom, this is going on. People approached us. Boom, boom. They're offering this. Boom, boom. They want to come in for a meeting. All right. Let me know the date and time. I'm there. So we show up. We sit down with this company. They got a nice little studio and everything like that. Office. They got a podcasting room. They got a room that's for shooting. It's like an open space. It looks like almost like the blue room minus the blue. You know what I'm saying? For events and photo shoots and whatever. Right. And they got office space. They got all. It's a nice building. Nice. Private parking in the back. Nice building. And so the salesman, the person that could speak a mile a minute and sell fucking sand at the beach, and good dude, came off genuine. I just said that because I was just trying to give the attribute of a salesman. But the more, not the owners, because we met the owners, but the sales guy sits us, in a room upstairs. He's going over the politics and everything. He could be telling the truth. He could be lying, but he said he also met with URL. He said they met with URL even prior to URL going with Caffeine. Point that he was trying to make to me is that he's been invested and been attempting to work with multiple battle rap companies. He was even asking us to bring in other battle rap leagues if we started to work with him. But anyway, he broke down to us the profit model for companies like that. It's not ads. It's not sponsorships. It's not that they turn around and sell a pay-per-view like we do on, like, let's say Rap Grid or Watch Battle Live or King of the Dots website or whatever the case. It's not that. It's data. What do I mean by data? What a lot of people don't know in the internet world is we're all for sale. We're all for sale. We sign up to a lot of these websites, whether we are on the site and we're getting tracked by cookies or metadata, whether we create profiles on these sites, whether we click those little check boxes to give certain approvals, all that fine print shit. A lot of websites or a lot of these type of these sites, they collect data and they can sell it. What type of data am I talking about? It could be location-based data. It could be your sex type data, male, female. It could be your age bracket data. Is this purchasing demographic in their 30s or their 40s or their teens or their 20s? It could be nationality-based data, right? It's a whole web of data that enables where everything is right now today on the internet, allows us all to be pursued and engaged for $1. You guys are all walking around with the internet social ID on you, social security number on you, and you don't know it. And that data is for sale legally. So for example, and once again, I don't know Caffeine's mom. I'm just telling you about another similar streaming service that approached me and explained this to me. Okay. For example, let's say I'm Caffeine and I have 10,000 people sign up to my website and create profiles just so they can watch a stream or be able to chat in the chat room. You can't do that without a profile. These be the hooks and stuff. Be able to, give things a silver award, a gold award, all these incentives to sign up and give some type of data, age, name, location might be pulled off your, all that type of shit, right? Now you're able to package all that information and say, okay, I have these people, there's 10,000 people that are interested in battle rap or this basketball channel. And this is the age bracket that they're in. This is the nationality that they are. This is the location where the most of them reside, right? This is the time of day where the most of them are online. All this shit, you can sell it. You can sell that data. And there's companies that take that data and they use it to market and sell shit themselves. For example, a social media ad. Okay? Like You ever text about some shit? Shit, I hate to scare y'all, but even talk on the phone about some shit, click on something, and then the next thing you know, either that same exact thing or a related, ad is on your page when you're scrolling. That's data correlation that's happening on you. These companies need the data and they need algorithms and ways to figure out how I can put my product not just in front of people, but the right people. The people that's going to be actually interested to click the fucking link and buy it. That's it. That data is valuable. That data makes people millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And when companies invest in that type of data, you who are a participant on that website become for sale legally, simply because you signed up on that website based on certain terms that you accepted. That's how these companies make money. Now, I didn't hear anybody break that down yet. I didn't hear anybody speak on that yet. I don't know how many people actually know that. That is very, very possible why Caffeine was interested in any arena of entertainment that can bring a consistent type of demographic to themselves. A basketball demographic, maybe a cooking demographic, a hip hop / battle rap demographic, whatever. Data packaged for sale along the way. You might get some sponsorships. You might get this. You might get that. You turn around and say, look, these are the type of streaming data and numbers that I have, whether they're inflated or not. Other people get interested in that type of data. This is why it makes sense at the time for these companies to spend the type of money that they spend. Okay? So, granted, whatever that investment is, was it worth it for Caffeine? Maybe, maybe not. Did they learn a lot? Who knows? There's obviously enough money up there for them to do whatever the fuck they want. Right? So you never know. You might see another form of Caffeine. They might return. They might pop up as a different name, and you won't even know that they're associated with Caffeine. You never know, right? You just never know. But that's part of business ventures. It's a high percentage of businesses that start up and fail within the first 2 years. Once again, if you know battle rap, it's reasons why people that are here long enough, they look at new companies or new leagues and they say, all right, we'll see how long you last. This is why you hear bloggers say, like, yo, that ARP retired, but he was here for 10 years. Nobody expected that, because that's the nature of battle rap. Y'all accept a lot of smoking mirrors, right? No, he's not rich. He's broke as shit. No, he lives in a fucking 200 square foot crib. No, it's not his fucking car. No, he don't have $1 in the savings account. No, his cell phone's off. Yeah, he's borrowing fucking electricity. Nah, she can't even buy her own fucking kids' diapers. She's calling the league owner to help her get her hair done. Yeah, that rap over there called me and asked me if I could send him $50 or $20 so he could get a haircut before the event this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like, league owners too. League owners too. A league owner can show you his finances through his card. Sorry, it's true. You know what I'm saying? If you can't afford the big battles, you're never gonna book them. It's that simple. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? If everybody and their mother could afford Murder Mook versus Hitman, there'd be a bidding war going on for it right now. Sorry, it's true. And that goes for the biggest leagues to the smallest leagues. Sometimes some of these battles don't happen. Sometimes it'd be the negotiations that don't align. Never know hard feelings in negotiations. You could feel away, I could feel away. We could disagree and just go. That happens. Other times it'd be like, yo, you just can't afford it. That's just the reality of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck if it's a multi-billion-dollar company that's coming in, this new player, the mayor, Vlad, Alki, fucking, it don't matter. Total Slaughter, it don't matter. The staying power. through the smoking mirrors of what this industry actually turns will show whether they actually belong here or not, or whether they really can endure, or whether they really can start to get to a point where they even turn a profit. Because if you don't have enough passion in battle rap to get to that point, you think you're gonna make it past a year, 2 years? For what? I'm taking L. I just told you it's 3-4 years before we consistently started to make profit. So this guy ARP and everybody that's with him is allowing themselves to lose money for X amount of years, knowing that that's business entrepreneurialism. That's business ownership. Don't do it. Don't try it if you ain't ready to take a loss. My very first event ever, we calculated the loss, but weeks before we got there, we were anticipating the loss, not because I was watching ticket sales or nothing like that, because at that time, it was really just whatever happens at the door. It's 10 years ago, that's what it was. Wasn't no pay-per-view moving like that. Nobody's doing pay-per-views like that. It was YouTube money, door money. You're going to figure it out the day of how things go, right? And we anticipated a loss. Put the money in our pocket and prepared ourselves to pay the battlers what we contracted them for. Okay. Now let me say this now. Before I get off the caffeine topic, because being that this is a battle rap topic, I could talk forever, right? I will say this. It's not a good thing anytime people lose an opportunity to make money. You hear the word loyalty thrown around a lot. I think there's also a layer of loyalty when you are happy to see somebody that you claim you fuck with get a bag. Period. Doesn't matter where the bag is from. It's sucker shit on steroids to try to prevent somebody from feeding their family. Remember that Dave Chappelle skit? He says trying to stop somebody from eating is akin to killing them, right? And there's some disgusting people in corporate America, in business, in the world of sports, in the world of entertainment, in Hollywood. You know, this battle rap is disgusting people. You know what I'm saying? But certain people have certain characters where they just believe that you never tried to prevent somebody from getting a bag, right? Especially not out of hate, or not out of jealousy, or not out of spite, right? Or nothing like that. Okay. So I want to stay true to that. And I want to practice what I preach. Any company or sponsor or league or temporary, whatever that comes in and can help people get a bag is dope, man. Because I'm the same person that says everybody should move around. If I'm only doing 5 events a year, right, then you should be able to get a bag somewhere else. You should be able to say, yo, I'm going to hop on this platform or that platform, and I'm going to be right there in Toronto standing behind Jims when he battles DNA on King of the Dot, because I'm watching you have success and get a bag somewhere else. It's a bag that I'm not providing to you right now. So I shouldn't ask for it both ways unless I'm willing to really carry your full career, and I'm not, or responsibility financially. I'm not. That's why anybody that turns around and says ARP, I'm flattered, I'm honored, I'm humbled. But based on the way that I moved, you need to show your fan base that you have the power to operate within battle rap. Because the same guy that you may put all the responsibility on for your career is preaching everybody move around. Would you believe me if I told you I've had 3 different conversations with 3 different people to get them on URL this week, and I'm in a lawsuit with them? That's my character. And I won't allow other people to change my character. You see what I'm saying? So I will never hate on a bag that Caffeine brought to the battle rap world. Never. Never. But there is a pro as well. And I'm sorry, battle rappers. I know you don't want to hear it. You don't like it because we're talking about less money for you. But some of y'all just refuse to look into the mirror. Some of y'all just refuse to accept that you are not what you think you are. And a lot of league owners have the numbers to prove it. You're not what you think you are. You're not anywhere. Some of you are nowhere close to what you think you are. I hear up and comers use the word star. It shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. What do you mean the stars left? They're not stars. You're not a star. You know what a star is to me? A star is somebody that's capable of carrying something on their own, a sail on their own. which battle rap could rarely do anyway because you need a compliment. The murder, the minute the fucking culture gives you Tay Rock versus Murder Mook, the fans start complaining that the rest of the card is trash. That's the industry that way, and that's fucked up. That just shows you. These are facts. They're right there for you. If you pay attention to the puzzle, just put it together, right? So the reality is, when you have a retirement of ARP or when you have a loss of Caffeine and this competition comes down and scramble for the big bag comes down and the rush for this or some of these things start to come down, the market comes down with it. Now, if you good financially, and if you didn't have all your eggs in a battle rap basket, which is something I've been saying for fucking how many years as well, right? Then you good regardless. You ain't relying on ARP to call you. You taking care of yourself as a man or as a woman, right? Motherfucker don't have no agreement with you that says for the next 12 months, you're my child. I don't claim you on my taxes, right? So you're taking care of yourself regardless. You're a hustler, right? You're a star, right? You got a following, right? You already got money, right? You got all these other business ventures going on, right? You do this, you do that, you get money, you do this, you boom, boom, fly cars and cribs and all that. All right, cool. So the market coming down really shouldn't hurt you that much other than when you step your foot in for battle rap. Now, for everybody that's relying on battle rap, the harsh reality is the market is going to be that much more closer to spending what it brings back. It's not some pool of money from Caffeine that's able to say, wait, how much you need? 50 here. Battle's only worth fucking 10. Just paid 50. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I've overpaid for situations. Sometimes you don't know that you overpaid until you overpay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be what it be. I've been there. It's happened to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? But overpaying because the timing was off, maybe competition comes in, maybe promotion doesn't add up, maybe obligations are missed, maybe things just fall apart. You don't catch lightning in a bottle, the face off is trash, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's reasons why you could justify, damn, I projected 100 and it only did 80. But when it's just like, oh shit, I can book B Magic. I grew up watching him. Here's $80,000 B Magic. I'm talking about like that T Grizzle situation, for example. Niggas said that them battle rappers on the phone calling each other like, guess what? We got one. Call him right now. He just gave me 10 times my last fucking battle. You better call him and get yours right now. All right. Don't say I ain't look out. Call you back. Real shit. Real shit. It's like Players Club where the strippers is in the fucking the locker room, and the red light went off. Like, oh shit, money upstairs, money. Oh. Me saying that y'all gonna think I'm trying to call battle. I'm not. I'm just using the fucking terminology so y'all could visualize the point of when there's chum in the water. You know what I'm saying? And when there's chum in the water, niggas eat more, and they also get used to eating more. They get fat. Niggas don't want to lose that belly. This market is going to force people to get back in line and stay in line, because this is the year where it's going to be like the leagues are showing you getting no thank you more than you ever have. I predicted earlier this year, I think like sometime in March or something like that, I said my prediction is that there's not going to be more than 5 battles that cost more than $50,000. Not events, battles. I don't think so. Now, me watching, knowing behind the scenes, my involvement, the changes in battle rap, all this shit that I know that's going on, the smoke and mirrors aspect, the truth that I really know of this shit is why I can make predictions like that. And I bet you I'm either on point or I'm very close by the end of the year. So, people that wanted my take on the whole Caffeine thing, there's pros and there's cons. Shout out to Caffeine. It's dope what they added to battle rap for the time that they were here. But this is not a shock to me. And if they ever get invested back into battle rap, hopefully this is done in a way where it can be sustained and people could reap more fruits of their labor and their talent and their hard-earned work. That's all. That's all. Caffeine and Drake colonized battle rap. That's the first thing y'all gonna super chat, man. Shout out to LA, Oklahoma. It says Caffeine and Drake colonized battle rap. Drake's pumping, pump and dump. So I don't know if you're saying this because the Drake energy. I don't know if you're saying this because this is how you feel. Because hey, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer, right? I'll say this, man. It's not easy to get over the hump of being called a vulture. Um, because if you're looked at as somebody that wasn't there when things started, if you're looked at as somebody that changed the core or the raw essence of something, they'll even put the vulture on you simply because of the color of your skin. It's just the ways of the world. It takes time to show your true intentions, right? Like like Big K, right? Now, I know Big K is a white man and I know I'm a black man, but just in my regular talk, I just sometimes I just like, that's all right, I'm gonna talk to you later, my nigga. And I don't mean to say it, but I just flow talking to him in my regular vernacular because he is of hip hop culture. And I'm not trying to say everybody that's of hip hop culture could be referred to with the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? But we identify with each other in similar cultures. Hip hop is a culture. All right. Hip hop is a lifestyle. The way you talk, the way you dress, the way it moves through your fucking soul. Like you put on the right beat and the right soul, you can't stay still. It's part of your soul. Part of your soul. Yeah, some of you motherfuckers born 1 year old breakdance. That's in a fucking DNA. You know what I'm saying? And no matter the color of somebody's skin, sooner or later, you're gonna be able to say, like, oh no, I identify with him as authentic of what I identify with, which is hip hop. Caffeine just didn't have the chance to show that. Because it just comes off as a business with money. And we saw the changes. Like I remember like it felt like the dumping of avocado. Avocado was speaking out a little bit on Twitter and whatnot. And like the shit, even Free Surf, even Surf was calling me complaining about the empty room and all that. Like some of the biggest battle rappers didn't like some of that shit. You know what I mean? The politics and the management of things and the strict nature of things and them being able to come out and just stop events. Like just like stop, cut it. It just doesn't look of the culture. Yet it's providing something positive, which is money and opportunity. So you got to take it how you take it. But once again, I feel like the vulture status is something that people lose in time as you see their intentions. And they just didn't have an opportunity to show completely what they were. So now you just leave with the opinion of they are or they aren't, or they were or they weren't. Corporate America is corporate America. That's corporate America. Okay. Corporate America runs the world. So, let's not be naive, people. All right. I spent a lot of time on that topic because a lot of people on this channel know me from battle rap. A lot of people were interested on my take on Caffeine. And I also use it as an opportunity to not only reiterate some things that I've been saying for years, also drop a couple jewels and a couple reminders to people that live in fucking la la land. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's move on. Meek Mill versus Mike Knox. Let's get into some hip hop shit now. All right, let's get off of battle rap now. Let's get back into our hip hop mode, even though battle rap is hip hop, but y'all know what I'm saying. This Meek Mill versus Mike Knox situation. Let me bring it up. And the reason why this is so important to me is because I have a subtopic about Meek Mill. I have a subtopic about Meek Mill. Actually, that's not even the one I want to play first. So I'm going to play that one with this topic. But the one that I really, really want to play first is this one. And I'm not playing it to be controversial or to be a jerk. I'm playing it because I want to show you the backdrop of who everybody knows, or some of us knew this man to be, or know this man to be. And I have a interesting take on Meek Mills, something that I feel like is very ignorant that people skip over. Okay. Now, the Mike Knox thing. Who is Mike Knox? To me, Mike Knox is a Philly rapper. That's where I knew him from. I remember a lot of people probably turned towards him because of his voice. He had a very standout voice when he rapped. You know what I'm saying? And my Philly nigga, Stiz tries to use this as his Battle Academy angles. Niggas know that I know Philly rap and I really follow Philly DVD era and mixtape scene and all that type of shit. They battle scene. I'm very, very in tune with Philly hip hop. All right. And Mike Knox is somebody I knew from the old era. Once again, his voice was the catch to him of how he rapped and how he sounded. Mike Knox went viral in this situation right here. This is when 50 Cent and the G Unit caught gunplay, like at an event, like on some backstage behind the trailers or whatever, and they put hands on them. So do y'all remember this?
See that damn wall.
Damn. I'll never forget the first time I watched this video. This could be like 10, 15 years old for all I know, but I'll never forget telling myself like, damn, gunplay is who threw him like that? Like a toy. Like who the fuck threw gunplay like that? Another standout to me in this video was always Tony Yayo's voice. It's like, yeah, nigga, yeah. But the end of this was where you saw, gunplay gets jumped. He gets up and he's like, damn, I gotta find somebody to get back on. And the person that he catches is Mike Knox. Now there's another angle to this video, to Mike Knox credit. I'm not gonna find it and pull it up, but just for Mike Knox can watch this. Hey man, but you didn't make sure it's another angle to this footage that shows that Mike Knox gets like pepper sprayed or something like that. Damn, my memory is kind of good. Gets like pepper sprayed by the police or something like that. And as he's recovering from the pepper spray and trying to crawl away all blinded and shit, that's the person that gunplay catches. Okay. You hear the spray going off right there. You hear it. And that's Mike Knox right there. Fast forward, I mean, because to me, I know so many Philly rappers from actual rap. This to me is like when Mike Knox kind of went viral and more people outside of Philly and hip hop heads like me that follow that scene found out about Mike Knox. And his affiliation with G Unit has always been strong. He's always been real close and real cool with 50. Hence, he's rolling with the G Unit at this moment right here. And then fast forward, he gets locked up. Gets locked up for some shit. I remember when he came home, 50 pulled up on him and everything. So he's always had a close relationship with G Unit and 50 Cent. But this video started to go viral on the internet the other day. And the origins of this is Mike Knox and Meek Mill, for whatever, it's always something going on, right? It's always some type of disagreement, always some fuck shit, niggas throwing shots, saying this, saying that. It is what it is. But Mike Knox and Meek Mill had this little back and forth on the internet, right? Mike Knox is saying the things he was saying. It was what it was. Looks like Mike Knox is still moving around in Philly. Meek Mill's peoples caught up with Mike Knox, and this is how the video looked.
Me and Garci had a conversation. We just bumped into each other. We had a serious conversation about this situation with me and how I was out of pocket I was wrong, right? I was fucked up. I was disrespectful.
Amen.
I was man time. I got caught up in the bullshit.
Notice Garci on the. When I say the name Garci, that's this gentleman right here in a black t-shirt with the glasses. He at times is guiding Mike Knox. You can see he interjected things that he wanted him to repeat, like the hate Meek Mill hate and all that. So who's Garci? And it's funny too, because I was just calling out Stiz about this when we did our face off, right? I know Garci from Ape Gang. All right. When you see me and Stiz online going back and forth, and he's like, yeah, you supported me, my music. You just play my music. I'm like, yeah, I play a lot of shit. I played Stack Bundles. I played Max B. I played Joe Button. I played every Philly rapper. I played everybody. I played a lot of people's music. I fucked with them and I supported people. And it was just dope to do underground hip hop in our trailers. But for me, Ape Gang was always Homicide Stiz. That's Stiz from Battle Academy. It was Ready Rock. Actually, me and Ready Rock actually tapped in with each other a bunch of times. I probably haven't spoken to him in years, but tapped in with each other a couple times. Hard Body Preem. He's got two of my favorite underground mixtapes, Concrete Audio 1 and Concrete Audio 2. Last time me and Preem was probably DMing with each other was like over a year ago. I was asking him when's some next shit coming. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing some salute my way. I'm throwing salute his way. Everybody keep doing what they're doing. But yo, Preem, man, I need some fucking music, man, please. And then, of course, Garci. That was, to me, I think there's somebody else too. I forget his name. But for the most part, that was the Ape Gang, rap group in Philly. Garci, fast forward later on, he has the reputation that he has, and he started running with the Dream Chasers. Right, you started seeing him being a heavy affiliate. I think he might have even signed to the Dream Chasers. Point being, if you're signed to the Dream Chasers, if you're running around with Meek Mill, if you're in Philly, and somebody's going back and forth with Meek Mill, and Garci bumps into you, it seems like this is the outcome. So let's continue to play this.
Shit with the Instagram and being disrespectful, and we had something going on together where we all were supposed to do something together and switch, and I got on some bullshit with
on the Meek Mill hate train,
right? With the Meek Mill hate train, with the disrespect and the saying anything that wasn't supposed to be said on man time. And as a man, I apologize. I was wrong. It shouldn't have happened. It's not going to happen again. That's not how we move. That's not how we handle shit. I should have got on the phone, called guards, called anybody from the Dream Chasers, had a conversation. I did a formal apology the first time, then I turned around and got mad at something. Then I could have picked up the phone and had a conversation with you, had a conversation with me, or had a conversation with anybody else. That's what I said. As a man, me, I apologize. As a man, Garci, I apologize. And this shit won't happen no more. Respect. As a man, and this is, I don't care what niggas think, how niggas feel. We came up in this shit together. We chastised each other, all kinds of shit. From the Batcave days, I respect this man. I respect niggas. I was wrong. Period, bottom line.
Let me be mature, man, as possible. I'll say this. It's cool to see a man apologize to another man, whether it's digitally, over the phone, face to face. If you're mature, if you have some sturdy character about you, you don't knock somebody for apologizing. Apologizing does not make you pussy. It does not make you soft. It does not make you weak. It does not make you bad. It's okay to apologize when you feel that you're wrong. The reason why this video is going viral, though, is because this doesn't look like, hey, man, we had a situation. We ended up getting on the phone, or we ended up linking up, and I just expressed my apology. What it looks like is they caught Mike not slipping, or they caught up with him, and it just, the mannerisms of Garci, the mannerisms of Mike Knox, the way Garci is lobbing in shit for Mike Knox to say, the way that Mike Knox is just over allocating the same thing in just different wording. It just seems like he was a little bit forced into this. It almost looks like that video, that old school video with Math and Dude, where Math, just seems like he caught up with him. You said some stuff online, and now I'm cutting on the camera and I'm making you apologize on camera. That's what this video looks like. I wasn't there. I don't know for a fact. I'm not clowning this. I'm not joking about this, because for all we know, somebody could have got hurt bad right here. So I'm not clowning. I'm not this guy that's going to get now. I know this video, people are going to love to, they already are clowning Mike Knox. I thought you was this and G Unit that. Like, what up? You a street nigga this? Like, it looked like you bitching and all this. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to say, I'm glad that they was able to sort it out where it looks like nobody got hurt, but it don't look like just a regular apology. I ain't fucking blind. I ain't naive. This looked like he was forced to a degree. Now, said that, and I was going to get into, Mike Knox has a video also addressing it. I guess he started to speak out after seeing all the backlash or the internet talk. Maybe I'll play a piece of it, but I'm going to get into my Meek Mill topic in a second.
Let's be clear. Nobody touched Mike Knox. Nobody. You know what I mean? Like, come on, y'all serious? Like, nobody's putting their hands on me in any kind of way. You get what I'm saying? What you seen was me pulling up on somebody that I had a friendship with for over 20-something years, and we had a conversation. And we was out there talking for an hour and some change in 90-degree weather, where I took my shirt and wiped it on my face and just...
You know what? I'm not even gonna play the whole thing, because him saying that he took his shirt and wiped his own face because of 90, I didn't even watch this yet. And I don't want to watch the rest because I don't want to go back on the positive things that I was just saying. I'm not gonna watch the rest of this. I literally haven't watched this yet. I swear to God. But when he says he took his shirt and he wiped his face because 90-degree weather, I assume he's saying that because a lot of people was calling out in the video saying your shirt looks ruffled, as if you got hands put on you, or gripped up, or thrown around, or pressed, or whatever. And he's saying that. And I would just add to it by saying there's really no need to cut a camera on if you're apologizing, unless it's an exposure force type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point then? Like, if it was just completely a man, somebody, I pulled up in 27 years, whatever, we had a conversation, I ended up apologizing. Number one, it doesn't look like that, where you're just saying the same thing in different wording the way that you was. Number two, the other person isn't lobbing in reminders of what he wants you to say. Number three, you're not doing it on camera. Mike Knox is clearly turning back and forth to Garci, to the camera. So Mike, fuck with you. But you don't need to have the ego thing of, I get it. You know what? I could assume that in your shoes right now, the internet is torching you and you just want to clarify, nobody put their hands on me. That's why my shirt looks like this. It's a pride thing. All men got some level of pride and ego. God forbid, if I was in that situation, I probably might want to fucking speak out too. I get it. But I just don't want to watch the rest of the video and get any energy as if he's like, never. No, I don't want to get that, because that's not what I saw on that footage. It looked like something wasn't comfortable for Knox, to say the fucking least. Now, let me get to my topic, okay? The topic, when I bring Meek Mill into this, that I really want to say and bring up, is that people be so caught up in this internet shit. They be so caught up in social media. They be so caught up in when somebody is down and kicking them and getting on what Garci said, the hate train, and just having fun, using people as their personal entertainment when they down and out. This is not a good year for Meek Mill. Okay? I mean, Jesus Christ. You got people saying that he done got whatever by Diddy. They put out audio, like whether it's real or not. Like, people's... That's a crazy accusation, just be going viral on the internet on your name as a man. It's fucking that. You see what's going on with Meek Mill and his name? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good year for his image. It's not a good year for his brand. Okay. Sorry, it's true mode. Meek Mill had and has more than what? It's like 90 something. What's that top percentage or whatever that like are millionaires and shit, or have made $1 million or have $1 million in at least assets? What's it like, 2% of the country or some shit like that? Sorry, it's true, people. Meek Mill is okay. If Meek Mill's career and his record sales or whatever never get back to its heyday, he's still going to be in a better position and have more money. Yeah, I'm not saying that money is everything, but he's still going to be in a better spot than a high 90% of just the average person in America, right? So we put people on these pedestals as fans, and then when we think that they come down, we equate that to having nothing. Anybody could fall down, or what you perceive as fall off, but sometimes their fall off, I might have fell off into my fucking $5 million crib. That's my fall off. I'm just home here every day now. I'm not on stage no more. I'm not selling albums no more. I'm not hot anymore. Nobody's talking about me no more. I'm just minding my business, coming home to my drive, pull my Lamborghini into my fucking garage and go to sleep in my $5 million fucking mansion. That be some of these people's fall off. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z never go broke. My name got 2 G's. Pouring that and be on the next. Like, think about it. Some of these niggas, jewelry alone be more than people's life savings. Don't make me talk about battle rap. Some of y'all don't have $100 that you can grab right now. It could be an emergency. I need $100. You don't have it. I've been in situations where niggas was locked up. Their best friends didn't fucking have no money for them in battle rap. Okay? It's no different up there. But the type of money and the type of situations that like a Meek Mill has had, this man has already amassed millions of dollars. He's got millions of dollars in jewelry and like a, you know what I'm saying? Like, be careful what you're clowning when you talk about success and falling off. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you're clowning. Like a lot of people would still die to be in Meek Mill shoes. A lot of people is fucked up, living in hell right now, and they would love to switch places with Meek Mill, right? Like lifestyle wise. I say that to say this: don't ever overlook somebody's power, right? Streetwise, I don't know how tapped in Meek Mill is to this day, and I really don't give a fuck. I'm just talking about what success comes power, what money comes power. He still is in a better position than this man Garci, and Garci could have genuine loyalty to Meek, but that's still the bag. Meek is still the opportunity. Meek could still walk all his goons in and out of these fucking $1 million brunches and in and out of these clubs and have a train full of groupies following them back home, and could still pass his man a diamond chain or a diamond watch, or buy his man a car, or help his man get his family in a crib, or what, you know, with like getting your fucking your homies a quick $200,000 crib outside of the hood. Meek Mill could do it like this. He's not gonna die for trying to help one of his closest friends. He might have already did that for somebody like a Garci. He might have. So y'all might see Meek Mill falling down the stairs in the snow. Y'all might see him throwing these weak punches at a punching bag. You might see him getting violated by 6ix9ine on camera. You might see him in all these compromised situations. You might see him tweet some outlandish shit where you could say, Meek, what the fuck is you on? Right? But he's still the bag, which translates to power. And he's probably still either doing or have done a lot for a bunch of people that will cross paths with you and say, I have to take care of him because he takes care of me. And I think people forget that when they play with people. And I'm not even trying to say, Mike Knox, you was playing with me. I'm not even saying that. I'm just drawing the realities of how people lose track of what somebody's capabilities are simply because maybe their image is taking a hit. Maybe because now they're not making 10 million. Now they're only making $500,000 a year. More than 98% of you motherfuckers that live in America. Sorry, it's true. Please check yourselves, people. Please check yourselves. Okay? You running around, getting into it with people that's taking care of families. Whether right or wrong, Mike Knox could have been completely in the right. I don't know. He could have been completely in the right. I just don't like for people to be shocked when Meek Mill can get you moved on like this. It's like a false sense of reality that people have. Fun fact, I could snap my fingers for a couple things. If I could do it, I know Meek Mill, I don't know what Meek Mill got, but Meek Mill seems to be way more successful than me. You know what I'm saying? So a man can snap his fingers. You think that because you're watching this Compromise or Diddy or whatever, boom, 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 snap his fingers on you still. All right. So this is why I continue to mature in a lane of everybody keep their hands to themselves. Try to fucking stop yourself from over violating people. If you notice, I don't be getting on the internet saying suck my or fuck you. I don't call people a bitch or you pussy or whatever. I don't do that. I really might feel a way towards you, but I'd rather if we had that type of energy, we figure it out. However, we figure it out. If you notice, I don't get on this camera and even when I'm speaking on people that I don't know and like just entertainers that I'm covering on the podcast, I try real hard not to disrespect people. And not because I'm scared to bump into somebody. That's a reality. I know it can happen to anybody, but because I just feel like that's man shit. I just feel like it's man shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel better looking in the mirror knowing that the energy that I gave this person when I seen them was 5 times what I tweeted. Because what I tweeted was, all right, man, have a good day. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather that. For me, that's my character. Opposed to I got on Twitter or I got on the internet and I said, you a bitch, you a pussy, you this, blah, 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 nah, 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 nah. And then you cross paths with the person and you don't got even 5% of that energy. Which one would you rather be? That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying that's what happened with Mike Knox. All due respect to Mike Knox. That's just how I am. That's just my personality. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. My bad. Terrell P22, appreciate the super chat. Should start teaching business classes. I do. Y'all just haven't been listening to me for 10 years. Yeah, I appreciate you, Terrell. Shout out to the members in the building. Okay. Yungeen Ace Game Over. Do y'all know what I'm talking about when I say game over? All right, let me play it. I'm going to mute it while I play it because I ain't trying to have no beef with YouTube over this as it's playing. But as it's playing in the background, the Foolio passing, the Foolio murder, widely discussed topic right now. It's unfortunate the war and just the way that these guys live their lifestyle and the shit that the energy that they continue to put out in both directions. Casualties, murders, people's mothers got shot, people's best friends got killed, people's grave sites got disrespected. Haven't I already? I could keep going, but that's not enough already. Like, that's more than enough. So, the same day that Foolio was killed in Tampa, Florida, Yungeen Ace dropped a video, and the content and the subject matter of the video obviously was like, damn, this man got no soul. It is a demon. You know what I'm saying? But you could also assume that maybe that was pre-recorded because it came so fast. He turns around now and he drops this video. Game over. If you saw just the start alone, okay, what is he carrying? A Don Julio bottle. Julio Foolio. This is the video. This is the song that is meant to be 1000% direct. He's calling out Foolio directly now. He's king of the 6. He's talking about I got the call and this and that, and he is going in, man, in this video. It is just everything you expect from the death music, drill music, the smoking on each other's packs, everything that you expect from those type of rappers, he's giving you in this song right here, Game Over. Okay. Now, how did I feel when I played this song? This is gonna come off bugged out, but just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. As I was listening to the song, I kind of had a vibe like, I understand. I get it. I by no means support this type of shit. Niggas shooting up each other's mother's cribs, killing each other, shooting up going to each other's grave sites, disrespecting each other. I'm not for that lifestyle. I'm not for that as a man. That's not what I'm here on this earth to do. You know what I mean? I'm here to provide energy, hopefully, of what's opposite. All right. But for this, I listen to it and I'm like, yo, I understand. I understand. The reason why I understand is because you see a lot of people now getting at Yungeen Ace, calling him like, yo, you're a self-snitch. You saw, you know, what that DA and the chief and all that, the cops that, you know, the press conference that they gave, and it was like, yeah, we on the way. We got leads already. And they're like, yo, you want to do a video like this? You self-snitch on yourself. I could jump to that, but I just feel like that's the obvious. The reason why I understand and I get it is because this war between these guys is so deep, so much has happened, so much blood has already been shed, that it's like, you might as well. You might as well. Legally, there's already no escaping however these police authorities view him. If they want to come for him, they're going to come for him regardless, because he's already got that history with Foolio. It's so documented already. Vlad TV interviews, documentaries, major channels, Trap Lil Ross's documentary. It's already public. These guys have already spoken about it. This man right here, Yungeen Ace, got shot multiple times. One of the biggest scenarios in this whole beef is when he got shot and the other 3 people in the car with him were killed. Were fucking killed. You know what I'm saying? On his man's birthday, ironically. You know what I'm saying? So the amount of shit that has happened to this man and his people and the things that he had to go through in this war, legally, it's already there. It's already that. Right? On a beef side, there's no squashing something like this. This shit ain't going nowhere. You can't say let's call peace for this. Too much has happened. So when you get a song like this, it's like, yo, I'm just standing on what we both have been standing on for years. I'm just standing on what you have been doing to me for years. I'm standing on what I've been doing to you for years. I'm not switching up. I'm not changing. It's already done. Might as well even grab a bag while we here. That's what this video all is to me. So I kind of understand it. Like, it's easy for me to be like, yo, you self-snitching, blah, blah, blah. But who the fuck already don't know all of this shit about these 2 guys and these 2 sides and squads, right? So I damn near, for lack of better words, y'all don't take it the wrong way, I respect it. Like, I get it. I don't respect the actions. I wish they never happened between these 2 guys, this war and all the people involved. But I get what he's doing. It actually, when you really look at it from that perspective, it almost wouldn't make sense at this point for him to do anything different. And I hate to laugh at it, but sorry, it's true. For example, let's get into a piece of what's this, a 3-year-old? When did this drop? May 14th, 2021. Let's get into a piece of the Trap Lil Ross documentary about these two sides. This is why it's just like, what the fuck else y'all expect Yungeen Ace to be doing right now?
On Tuesday, the 5th of June, 2018, Yungeen Ace was out celebrating the 18th birthday of his close friend, 23, aka RJ, real name Royale Devon Smith Jr. They were seen with Ace's blood brother Quan Quan, real name Trayvon Bullard, as well as their other friend, 4, aka Kobe, real name Jacoby Deshard Groover. And the 4 boys were seen posting on social media in good spirits on their way to dinner. So these 4 young men were out celebrating and having a meal at the Wasabi Jack.
You see how much younger Yungeen Ace looks than he looks right now? This shit has been going on. This is a long-running war.
Japanese steakhouse in Jacksonville's St. John's Town Center. This is an open-air mall in the southeast of Jacksonville. Now, while they were there, they made numerous posts to social media, and perhaps it was these very posts right outside the restaurant that they ate at that alerted the ops of Ace and his friend's location. I mean, this image, for example, quite clearly shows the red shutters at the back of that wasabi restaurant. And I mean no disrespect, but I've never been to Jacksonville in my entire life, but I was able to spot the exact place that they were standing on Google Maps within minutes of pulling up this area on Street View, not even looking that hard. Now, Ace has gone on to say in numerous interviews that he really regrets letting his guard down on this day.
We don't never go out to eat because we don't do nothing fun.
Right, yeah.
So that was like our first time going out like that. And like, I ain't gonna lie, we was slipping.
According to Ace's Vlad TV interview, after the meal, the four boys were hanging out in the area and things were cool, perhaps too cool.
We was coming from Wasabi. It was my little brother's 23rd birthday. And, we was just hanging. We pulled up to the light. We was leaving and shit. We was really hanging. Like I said, we were hanging out though. We weren't, you know what I'm saying? We was just hanging out though. We had our guard down. That's what it was.
Now, allegedly, a witness said that there was some kind of argument or altercation between the four guys and some other boys at the location they had dinner. However, this is a detail that Yungeen Ace has never acknowledged in an interview. However, what he has stated is that he felt that there were people hiding and waiting in that parking lot for his friends to leave.
Ain't nobody just gonna just creep up on me like that.
Yeah.
They had to been sitting outside.
So after leaving the restaurant, the four boys got in a car and drove to the intersection at Town Center Parkway and St. John's Bluff, with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office saying that when they got to the red light, another unidentified vehicle pulled up alongside their Chevy sedan, opening fire and then speeding off.
Police say the shooter or shooters pulled up in a car next to the victims at the 295 and Town Center Parkway stoplight before opening fire. Last night, we showed you one side of the Chevy sedan full of bullet holes.
This scene was frankly a bloodbath. Some have said that as many as 120 bullets were fired from automatic weapons. And Ace himself later described the scene of the crime in a harrowing, complex interview.
Oh, you hear shots? I blew at the red light. One of them hit my hand right here. When it hit my hand, my phone dropped. I blinked out, but I could hear my little brother on the side of 23. My blood little brother was behind me, and my brother 4 was on the side of him. I blinked out. I even forget my little brother behind me. I hear 23 screaming on the side of him and like shield him, like from getting hit. You feel what I'm saying? One of my brothers, named 4, he was sitting on the behind driver's seat. He told me to call the ambulance, but 23 on the floor telling me like, I can't move. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, unlock the door, open the door. He's trying to open it, but he can't really move how he wants to. So I end up unlocking the door. They still shooting though, you hear me? So I opened the door and I push them out. While I'm pushing them out, I'm coming out too though. They ripped my shirt. So, but when we got out, the car was still in drive, so they kept moving. So I go put them in the park. But I'm moving around. I'm not knowing how many times I'm shot, but I know I'm shot. I think I got shot in like my legs or some shit. But I got shot in my butt.
Fortunately, Yungeen Ace survived the shooting, but he was hit 8 times. However, all 3 of his friends were less fortunate and lost their lives. Ace's blood brother, Trayvon Bullard, aka Quan, aka 2 times, was shot 3 times, including a shot to the head. 23, aka RJ, real name Royale Devon Smith Jr., was shot around 5 times. And 4, aka Kobe, aka Jacoby Deshard Groover, was shot around 12 times. I can't imagine how hurt Ace's heart and body were after this incident. Ace was seen laid
3
up
of
in the
his
hospital,
people
hurt pretty bad, but managed to fight through it and recover in what can only be described as a genuine miracle. But it can't have been easy. In fact, a clip even circulated on social media seemingly depicted Ace in the hospital, looking kind of delirious off the painkillers, replaying the incident.
And his problems don't stop here for this situation. Watch it. It keeps getting worse for this guy. This one situation. As if it's not bad enough.
I can't move. He tell me he can't move. I jump out the car. Cope open the door. Cope said, call him.
But to make things even worse, Ace ended up getting done pretty dirty by the authorities and the American health system. Because Ace apparently didn't have any medical insurance, and the sheriff's department that should have stepped in and made sure that he got the medical care that he needed didn't do that. With Ace basically not getting the medicine he needed and being thrown out of the hospital early, with numerous bullets still inside him.
He'd been shot 8 times, and I believe at that point we had 3 or 4 or 8 bullets inside of him still, considering he really needed to go to a hospital. Because he didn't have insurance, the hospital wouldn't take the bullets out of him. So while he was in custody, it was really became that part, it was the responsibility of the sheriff's office to make sure he got the medical care he needed. Sheriff's office didn't give him medical care, they didn't give him antibiotics, and they basically just left him in there.
Ace would later post to Instagram following the incident, saying he got 8 shots to the body but survived, as well as suggesting that he had tried to shield his brother 23 from the bullets, something he elaborated on in heartbreaking detail in this DJ Vlad interview.
So I tried to shield him and make sure he was good, but I couldn't shit everybody though.
Ace went on to memorialize his 3 fallen brothers in his flesh, tattooing all 3 of their faces onto his stomach.
It's his name 2 times, right in the middle.
Okay.
23 on the side. That's 23 my best friend.
Okay.
Hey, I love him, but shit.
Now, initially, cops put it out there publicly that this was gang-related.
Right now, JSO is searching for whoever fired the shots that killed 3 teenagers and sent a 4th to the hospital.
JSO says the shooting was not a random act and that one of the victims and the survivor are gang members.
Keontae Bullard, known as Yungeen Ace, is the sole survivor of a quadruple shooting not far from the St. John's Town Center. His 3 teenage friends, Trayvon Bullard, Royale Devon Smith Jr., and Jacoby Deshad Grover, were killed. Ace's friend spoke with Action News Jax anonymously.
Yeah, they killed 3 people, but one of them still alive, so whoever they come back for.
However, despite Jacksonville's amazing detectives working out that this was gang-related, there was 0 arrests made in the case. Another detail Ace recounted with great discomfort in his Vlad interview.
Were there any arrests made in this whole situation?
Oh, no. Nah.
No.
Oh wait, no, scratch that. The cops actually did make 1 arrest after this incident, Ace himself, who ended up in jail, still injured, for violating his probation because he had been seen at a gun store earlier that day, holding an unloaded firearm in a gun store, which apparently he wasn't allowed to do.
Police say Keontae Bullard, who is also known by his rapper name Yungeen Ace, is charged with violation of probation. Last October, Bullard was sentenced to 31 months probation after appearing before a Clay County judge and pleading no contest to accessory after the fact.
Well, police say he had a firearm on him, which is against his probation, of course. So this morning he is in jail, set to make his first appearance in less than an hour from now. It appears some people, though, are a bit upset and angry about Bullard's arrest. JSO says its communications center received nearly 700 calls in about an hour and a half time because of a social media post related to the arrest. They say the post advises he is supposed to be in the hospital right now, but is in jail instead.
Kent, when we put Keontae Bullard's image on the news that night, someone who had been at Shooters here on University Boulevard recognized him from just hours earlier, hours before the shooting. He was shopping at Shooters on University Boulevard.
So they had Ace all up in court, denying him bail while he was still suffering from his injuries, with 6 bullets still in his body and Ace struggling to even stand. And after getting to jail, things didn't get better for Ace because they made him shave off his trademark hair and refused to let him go to his brother's funerals. And hell, apparently at one point they even tried to give Ace the YNW Melly treatment, attempting to pin the blame for the triple shooting on Ace himself.
They were like I said, a lot of people, they were blaming me for it. Like, even the police would tell my mama that, oh, I did it.
Later that month, thankfully, Ace's lawyer was able to get him out of jail, but not scot-free. He was placed on house arrest and had his probation reinstated. But at least he was free and able to get back to what really matters. No, not sweet vengeance, music.
Laying in the hospital bed,
People, you go out for your brother's birthday, try to get some dinner. And I'm not trying to say it's completely innocent because obviously there's already running beef and drama, but you go out to get something to eat. You pull off, car gets shot up, you get shot 8 times. Your other 3 close people in the car are murdered and killed, right? Then you get arrested for the same situation. You wasn't even the shooter. You go sit up in jail for the same situation. While you in jail, they even try to put the murders on you. And they done took you out the hospital early and put your ass in jail because you didn't have insurance, and you walking around with these bullets that they couldn't take out of you because you didn't have insurance while you in jail, still trying to recover, not getting the proper medication and treatment. And throughout all of this, there's more that still happens after this. The trolling, the going of to the graveyard and trolling his people that died, and the songs and all this. This man has been through some traumatic shit. Who the fuck is shocked at the song he just dropped? That's the whole point that I'm making. That's the whole point. Now, when I said it earlier, once again, hopefully people are not thinking on the surface and you understood my point. It's like, yo, I get it. I get it. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna hear some of these guys getting these songs and be like, damn, he's self-snitching. Oh yeah, he just indicted himself, or yo, he doing this, or he's bugging, or he's looking for clout, or he's just trying to get a bag because the views be high when these niggas diss each other and they be talking about murders and crime and they beef and all that type of shit. And that still is true for Yungeen Ace. But considering what he actually lived through, that diss song comes out that we just was talking about, Game Over, where he's now directly talking about Foolio's murder. I'm not surprised, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Anybody wants to watch the rest of that documentary, it's on the Trap Lord Ross channel. It's about a 2-hour documentary. And it dropped in 2021. That's how long I've been following these two guys as far as what they got going on. So nothing new. Unfortunately, when people lose lives, a brighter light gets shined. That's how it goes. But there's no escaping what those two guys already have and what they created in the street, or whether on or off music, right? There's no escaping it. So he might as well drop 5 more fucking songs at this point, whether it's about the cops coming at him or him continuing the beef. It already is what it is. Okay. Oh, this is another one that I have something to vent about. This topic right here, I got something to vent about. I ain't gonna lie. I got something to vent about for this one. All right. What do we got here? We got history. Bronny James drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers to play with his father, LeBron James. History. I saw the picture yesterday online of when LeBron James was going to the finals and he's on court celebrating and he's holding his then baby in his arm, Bronny James. Fast forward, the man is still playing and he gets a chance to play with his son. I can speak on a topic alone about how proud I am of this, about how dope this is, about how beautiful this is, right? But I'm here for a different topic. Let's start with the basketball, then let's go to the business, and then let's get into my little mini rant, okay? Basketball-wise, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be real interesting to see LeBron James, who people already feel is like an on-court / team coach, power figure. It's LeBron James, the arguable GOAT of all time, arguably still the top face and draw of the league and biggest storyline in the league, right? He is who he is. He is a power player is not saying enough. He is one of the biggest power players to come through the sports world of sports history, okay? So from the sports side, watching LeBron James mentor his son on court, watching his son develop on court, because let's be honest, as we've watched little Bronny James over the years, the kid got game. The kid could play. He's way better than me. You know what I'm saying? Kid could play. Is he NBA level? Maybe not. Okay. I see a lot of critics and a lot of analysts and sports announcers, because it's LeBron James' son, they are a little reserved. Some people act like they're trying to keep it real, but you're only going to do but so much to LeBron James' son. You're not going to tear him down. Okay. But you can hear the tone. You can hear the skepticism in him that like, is he ready for the NBA? Maybe not. That's because, if he's not LeBron James' son and you're just going on NBA talent ready, it's like a yes or no. Okay. It's like kind of in the middle of should he be there right now or not. So because it's a yes or no, let's give the man his credit for putting in the work, having enough talent, developing and focusing enough to even be able to be put there where it's justifiable, okay? To even be justified, whether you agree or disagree, to play on an NBA court is a fucking accomplishment. So the man got some fucking game, okay? And all the storylines and the highlights the first assist, the first lob, the first argument, the first watching each other get a tech. What's going to happen when LeBron James watches his son get trampled over or takes a charge or somebody throws a tech at him or some shit? Like, is the fatherhood gonna come out? Is the father shit gonna kick in? His natural instincts, which is top priority over sports, of like, oh shit, this nigga just fucking pushed my son to the floor. I don't know how to stop myself from punching this man in the face. That's my son still. Fuck, I'm forgetting that we're on a basketball court. This comes with the sport. All of that is interesting. The basketball element to me is going to be fun to watch. And that ties me into the second piece, which is the business. Okay. All these guys contending for a chip. We just watched the season. We know how much parity is in the league right now. We already know what's out west. Are they really contending? They're another playing team again. We're going to be talking about all their ups and downs because of the storyline during the year. By the time they get to the trade, that all that is going to just shift all these different narratives and storylines around the Lakers all season long. And by the time we get to the end of the year, we're going to be talking about, are they going to be a playing team or not? We already see it coming. Okay. Like, the Lakers is not that. Do they have an opportunity to make some power moves based on their current budget and current roster? Good luck. We're going to see. Right. So nobody expects that much from the Lakers this year, regardless. It's not like, oh, they got Bronny. That's like drafting the second coming of LeBron. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bronny's going to be developing. He's not going to be a starter. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be real about this. From a business standpoint, it's the storyline that the Lakers are just as much invested in as they are within LeBron James. Business runs the fucking world. We keep LeBron James happy, who is the major ticket seller to this franchise. He's one of the main reasons why these seats are full every fucking night. He's one of the main reasons why LA, who is the poppin' city and poppin' franchise market, is dominating the headlines every fucking year. They be having damn near losing seasons trying to make it into the play-ins, yet we talk about the Lakers more than any other team, right? So the business element of now this historic figure, LeBron James and his son, on the same team and all that shit I said from the basketball side that we get to watch, the business element to that is like a no-brainer, right? If I'm running the Lakers franchise as a business or as an owner, as a partner, or I'm in that front office, this is still a no-brainer to me. Let's make some fucking money and then some. You know what I'm saying? So the business shit, I get it. Now let's get into the sorry is true piece of this, okay? This is what annoys me. I don't like the conversation of, does Bronny James deserve to be in the NBA? And would he be there if not for LeBron? Right? The reason why I don't like that topic is because I feel like it's such a deep, ignorant topic that, especially within our community, we continue to carry. We are the people that ignorantly walk around making fun of each other for being born with silver spoons. If you know somebody that came up with both of their parents in the house, you mean their mother and father that actually created them, they both stuck it out and stuck around and they both were there while this kid was being raised, is something that I can make fun of you for? That's us. Okay? Silver spoon. You mean the same parents that provided you opportunity, that had you in a beautiful home, that put you in the good schools, that had you in the environment where you didn't have to duck stray bullets every night and crack fiends on your fucking front stoop when you stepped outside to play? Silver spoon. That's a problem, huh? I always repeat Gilly's classic statement. He says, if you grew up in the projects, that means your parents were fucked up. Sorry, it's true. Thank you, Gilly. I'm going to forever use that statement. Sorry, it's true. I hate the ignorance that we walk around with. I hate it. I hate it. You think that you're cool because you grew up in a, it really means there's nobody that hits the lottery and stays in the projects. If everybody could leave, they fucking would. people play scratch tickets and lottery and gamble and try to get some money and sell drugs, do whatever they do to try to get up and get out and get more. They just want more than what they already have. If you have the opportunity to have more, you're going to take it. But you just don't have the opportunity to have more. So we come down on people that have the silver spoons. I'm gonna tell you the silver spoons that I don't fuck with. The silver spoons that I don't fuck with are the people that come up with these beautiful opportunities, parents that provided ultimate lanes for them, yet they fuck it up, they mismanage it, they take it for granted, or they're like little snobs, like T.I.'s son, like King. That's all we see from him. Everybody just like, yo, dude, you grew up how you grew up. T.I. is a multi-millionaire successful entrepreneur, entertainment, movies, music, this comedian, this, that, your mother, all of this, TV shows, and you out here talking about you in a trap and shit. Like, what? That's the silver spoon shit for a kid that I just don't fuck with. The person that has it, and just look at Boosie. Boosie got all his kids growing up on a fucking compound. You know what I'm saying? He be buying them luxury cars for their birthdays and shit like that. Like, oh, it's your birthday. Here's a Mercedes. What parent, what mother, what father that has the capabilities to do that doesn't want to do that? All I'm doing right now is setting the stage for how disgusting it is when we either as a society or as a people ignorantly come down on parents doing their fucking job or doing something that is beautiful. If you show me a mother or a father that doesn't want to leave their child something or put them in a great position to succeed or hand them something, I'm going to tell you that's not a real fucking parent. I'm going to tell you fuck them as a parent. Anybody could make a fucking child. Anybody. But to say like, yo, I didn't live a certain life and now I'm dedicating my energy and time and I'm tactical. This is all years in the making. These two fucking guys playing on the Lakers at the same time is years and years in the making. This is LeBron James navigating this, having all these conversations, making sure Rich Paul and all these people do make certain moves and do this, working with the Lakers a certain way. They knew this shit was going to happen for years. LeBron James made sure that his son could make it to the NBA. What? I'm sorry, but I have to look at LeBron James and say, man, you are father of the year type shit for that. What, even if he's not good enough, you ignorant motherfuckers that's out there talking about, oh, you're only there because LeBron James got you there. If that's the case, what's wrong with that? You know how many people got jobs in the NBA because they know somebody, because they related to somebody, because their uncle or their father or their mother is in the back office or is the owner, is a partner, or you know how many people are in the back, trainers and assistant coaches, or it's a who you know world. That's why it's so stupid when people burn bridges. It's like there's a million fucking Michael Jordans in the world, but you're only gonna meet one because only one of the motherfuckers is gonna get the opportunity to get in front of the TV and show you his talent, right? It is a who you know world. For a lot of, you know how many people have talent and never get a chance to fucking capitalize on it? You know how many people could sing, how many people could dance, how many people could play ball, how many people could run fast, how many people could rap their ass off, how many people are extremely great entertainers, how many people could write amazing stories or movie scripts, how many people are great actors, and you will never meet them and they will never make $100, let alone a red penny from their fucking talent. You know how many people like that exist in the world? LeBron James navigates himself and his fam. It's not even like he bust his ass and he was able to like get his son hired at a job for the company that he works at, because that's dope too. It's called a referral, people. You work for any company in corporate America, 9 times out of 10, the employer is looking for what you call referrals. We're not even talking about that. Like, oh, he gave him a referral as his father and said, yo, there's an open spot in the company. You think my son? Well, bring him in for an interview. I'll push his resume to the front of the line because he's your son. I'll do that for you. Oh, he's qualified? You know, I'm going to bring him in. Technically, he's here because of you. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about something that's 1 in a billion, making it to the NBA. That's what LeBron James just did for his son. Who the fuck is looking at it any different than that? You know what? Let me give you all the real me. Like I always am on this fucking channel. I don't give a fuck if he never makes it off the bench. I don't give a shit if he never plays. I don't give a shit. Because that's what the fuck these parents are supposed to be doing. Oh, my bad. Y'all better off with y'all children following Sexy Red these days. That's probably a better route for your child to go. I can't believe us. I can't believe us, B. Don't let your children diss they fucking classmate for having a silver spoon. We got to alter the perception and erase the ignorance in each other to make sure that we understand that we don't want our kids growing up in the projects. We don't want them taking pride in like, yeah, you know, it was like this in my hood. Like, that's not something to take pride in. Once again, that means that the parents didn't do a good enough job to get themselves and that family out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see a parent do that, that's strength. Like I watched my moms do that on her own. What? Now, when I grow up with that mentality, what the fuck do you think that I would ever do for mine? Because that's my mentality that I saw. Not taking pride in being fucked up. Not taking pride in not having a silver spoon. Not taking pride in being in a position where if you leave this earth tomorrow, you are leaving nothing at all to your fucking child. Don't they say every generation is supposed to progress? That means my parents is supposed to be crushing my grandparents. I'm supposed to be crushing my parents. And my kids are supposed to be crushing me. Nobody wants that. That's not the correct mentality. My man Tate, my brother Tate. How old is Max? His little son Max. Just started, he's like 2 or some shit. Max's fucking passport looks like my arms. Little baby, 2 years fucking old. Passport, been out the country like 12 times already. I didn't leave the country for the first time until I was like 20 years old. And even that is a blessing. But as a father, look what he's doing. I say when you have a child, your dreams are supposed to be their norms. What you aspire to and it took you 20 years to get to, if they grow up into that, it's their norm. They're like, oh, wait, this Mercedes that my father drops me off to school in every day, that's regular shit. So now what's his aspirations or her aspirations when they get older? You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a fucking mansion. Like it's regular for me to scream at the top of my lungs and my mother or my father not hear me because they're all the way in the other wing of the house and we use intercoms to talk to each other. That's regular. You think that kid is ever going to be going back to some fucking 1-bedroom apartment? He didn't grow up like that. That's not even he don't even understand that. This kid grew up with his father being called the greatest basketball player of all time. Even when he trains, he's going to have that motivation. That's what he grew up in. And he's not as good as his father. He'll never be as good as his father. There's only going to be one LeBron James ever that we're going to see in our lifetime. And he did enough fucking work, put in enough work, created enough path where he can get his son not only just into the NBA, but onto the Los Angeles Lakers, the Story franchise, at a time where he's still in the league too. I just don't know how you call it anything other than that's what LeBron is supposed to do in his power. He has all that muscle, all that power, all that flex. Hey, I want my son there. Whether you think he's good enough or not, put my fucking son there. That's beautiful. We got to change our mentality. That's what we're supposed to be doing for our children. Put the silver spoons on the table for them. Let them understand that it's okay that you didn't grow up in the projects. It's okay that you grew up privileged. It's the difference between growing up privileged and not appreciative. It's a difference. Okay? Oh, that shit fucking irks me, B. Those storylines. You don't deserve to be there. I don't give a fuck. Get your man a job and it's okay. Your parents get your job and it's okay. It's a who knows who world. Kid actually put some work in too. He actually is good still too. So eat a dick if you feel that way. Fuck it. You crazy. Like, people is crazy, son. That's disgusting. It's beautiful what LeBron did, man. It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I've already had a lot of respect for LeBron James. But that just is like, you know? Oh, all right. We talked a lot of battle rap and we ran through a bunch of topics. I gave y'all 2 hours to really make sure that we enjoyed these topics. Hopefully, I appreciate y'all rocking. I don't know. I might be back tomorrow. We'll see. Like I said in the beginning part of the stream, keep an eye out for that stuff that's going on. But I'm tired, man, because that last shit really pinched the nerve. All right. But as always, man, thank you everybody for rocking. Shout out to all the channel members. I'll be back ASAP. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sorry, it's true.